Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody in between. My name is Kexman, joined on the desk by Grant, of course, and we also have Shaken with us today. We are currently in the middle of a The non-believer believed that this would not die today. We are coming into phase 2, obviously very, very nearly phase 3. After seeing the pools that we have seen so far, have you changed your mind, Shaken?
Of course, I'm a believer now, you know? I gotta swap. I mean, I can't sit there and don't believe. Like, this is crazy. It's so insane if they actually kill it second. I mean, that is huge props if it happens.
Yeah, this would be huge for them. This would be probably one of the biggest sort of, I think probably one of the biggest kills that Method have ever had. As I said, the next hour in Method's progression is the most important hour in Method's history, and we see 45%. So there we go, 44% as well coming into phase 3. This is a really solid push, really big damage. 44.2. Big. They have everybody alive. They have one battle res. Phase 3, this is where the difficulty lies. And if you had to pinpoint why phase 3 has been so difficult, Shaken, why do you believe that phase 3 is the most difficult part of this fight?
The chains, for sure. Like, one person dying and everyone dying, basically what happens every time. And it's that overlap, right? It's the third chains, I think. That is kind of crazy. I think up until that point, they have played it so many times now. And they're doing it like on repeat. Like sometimes people fall here and there, but it shouldn't really happen. It's only those chains are really.
No, I've got to ask. Of course, this is the tier that you've not played. You played Sanctum of Domination in the Method raid team. How much do you miss it right now?
Right now,
yeah,
a lot. But if you ask me, would you do it for 2 weeks leading up to this? Oh no, no way.
3 weeks, 21, my man.
If you could let me pilot the character right now, dude, I'll be playing.
Yeah, wild.
There we go. We see them obviously getting in here, obviously, for that healing. Looks like everybody is alive. In come these missiles. Thano, why have you got your viewpoint there? That is, I don't know why that was just... Yeah, I was like, why are you doing it that way? You can't, it's depth perception. See them baiting that Defile, obviously, going into the rest of this phase. And this is where the difficulties start to come in. These overlaps are incredibly nasty. We've got the runes that they need to make sure that they obviously soak. There is a big healing absorption put onto players. We see Thana getting into position here. They're going to be soaking very, very shortly. In comes the soak. Are they going to be able to do it at the same time? Look at that in almost perfect sync. And that is what you want to see, because now it will make these missiles easier to dodge. If you get hit by any of them, it does silence you. It does a bunch of damage. Kana, he yanked. So that we haven't lost a battle res. We still have one available. That's not that much damage lost. We are ahead of damage on the Jailer as well, I believe, at this point, based on what we've seen in the previous pools. But now we start to come in the difficult points. This is where we see a set of chains that is incredibly difficult to deal with. Then we move into that final set, which is the hardest part of this fight for my money, simply because you end up in a really nasty situation of we have to make sure that we are dealing with the torments that come out. We're having to make sure that we are dealing with, obviously, everything else. I believe we've healed Azeroth up to where we want it to be, 36%. Need to avoid these, and then we need to soak that. Let's take a look here. So yeah, we've soaked that beautifully well. Knockback, nobody needs to go down a hole. Nobody has gone down a hole. 18.7%. We are pumping the Jailer right now.
We are so ahead right now just to take over. Yeah, we can see that this is the hardest part, though. This fourth set of chains is just so difficult. The damage coming out, we see that set being broken, and now we get our final set alongside the soaks, alongside everything else, and our final set of ads as well. Raim is dead. We can immediately bring him back up. We have 2 battle reses, and here we go. Every player right now so important. Raim, especially with solar beam and things in order to control these ads, really important. And these ads are going down. Now it's all about chains. The Jailer's health is in the best we've seen it. Time to break chains, 1 set at a time, nice and slow. We have time. Taking the Jailer as far away as we can. He starts his walk. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's phase 4 time. It's 11% again.
He's at 11%. Somehow they've managed to skip it. We don't know what it is. This could potentially be the kill. We know that they've seen this previously. We don't know what it is. It is something that is happening. There's no hotfixes that have come out on the Jailer, so we're unsure. But this is effectively the time where they need to be burning. 20 seconds left until that bloodlust. They need to deal with the bombs. They've got the meteor cleave that knocks everybody back. Everybody dropping super low, but they have survived, which is the important thing. Now we have the knockback followed by the debris and torments. These torments torments are incredibly dangerous. If anybody gets hit by this, it will affect everybody that gets hit spawns a pool of defile, and they need to make sure they are moving out of here. Shield broken. We are now in the sub 10%. Bloodlust is up, and they are burning the jailer for everything he is worth.
We can see now everyone jumping in. We need to spread here. These torments, of course, gonna spawn defile. So dangerous. No one needs to stand in those. And it's a really good job. The jailer at less than 7%, everyone alive. The most important thing right now is that we handle the frontal cone, that the meteor is dealt with. Dispels need to be perfect. Sko gonna move in here to the soak. 4%. Last time Sko died right here. He's already changing his position.
Everybody's soaked. The cleave comes in. This is what they need to avoid. Nobody can die to this meteor cleave. They need to be in front of the boss. The boss currently sub 2%, sub 1%. This is the biggest kill in Method's history. They're going to be claiming it. Cannot stop them. And they take the kill. Method are world second. Nobody foresaw this coming. But ladies and gentlemen, everybody in between, Method have done it. The rebuild is here.